Hey everybody, my name is Gabriel, and this is my Stackathon project, Space Simon VR. This Stackathon project was built using React VR as well as the React Native API library to kind of run the game and to give you the classic 80s game Simon, but in virtual reality. And here you could see, if you had a VR headset on, you would be able to look around, see the Earth, look up, see the moon, look around, see the stars. You click on the logo, which takes you to the main board. The main board pretty much runs exactly how Simon back in the day ran, except in this instance, with your VR headset, you would have to look at the individual pieces, and let's say you're using a Google Cardboard, click the side button in order to actually select the sector that was actually lit up. So in this case, it was red. The functionality for the game was built using three main functions. The player input's pretty straightforward. You click on the input, and it adds it to an array, which is then checked against the computer's array. The computer input, as well as the animation for the actual board, was a little bit more complicated. The computer input is handled using math.random, which selects one of the four colors at random and pushes it into an array. That part is more or less straightforward, but connecting that to the actual lighting function that illuminates the entire board was a little bit more complicated. The main problem that I had with this was actually just in Simon, every single piece has to be lit up one right after the other. You can't have things lining up all at the same time. You can't. It just got to be a little bit difficult to do. Initially, I tried to solve that using set timeout, which didn't quite work and turned out to be a little bit convoluted. In the end, what I decided to do was to do a higher order function that output certain animated functions to the animated.sequence function from the animated library, which would then render all those functions in order step by step with a delay between each one. Yeah, so let's see. I think the next one was yellow. Was it yellow? Yeah. So click on yellow. The game will continue. Red, yellow, blue. At each instance, what's happening is whenever I click, the computer's comparing the player input array against the computer input array. If the match is incorrect, then the lose condition is set in the state, and this is what happens. And that's my Stackathon project.